Alright, well, let's see what we got here. If I can figure this thing out, what they got done here. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Danny and Wanda back from Pecan Grove. We have bought the VEGO fence system. I went and looked at Premier and all the other ones, and guys, they're outpriced. I mean, I'm not cheap, but I am cheap. I mean, when it comes to
how much fencing we need.
Yeah, as much as I need, and it's just electric fence. Now this is 50 inches tall, which is as tall as a cattle panel is. And I'm looking for something tall to keep the deer out, because I'm gonna have to put some 8-foot posts to go with this. And I'm just trying to figure out the cheapest way to keep the animals out of my fruit orchard here, because the problem is the does are already coming and eating the bottom leaves off of all the bottom trees down yonder. They're starting on the top ones now. And I don't mind that in this time of the year because the leaves are going to fall off anyway. What I mind is the bucks. The bucks are coming in here pretty soon, and they'll take their horns and tear up every one of these peach trees. Because I left a whole pile of them over at Deep South for the next people who owns it. And I was back over there the other day, and the bucks has already broke them every one off and done stripped all the bark off of them and ruined them all. You know, and I was so mad. I was like, I'm going to have to go spend a day over there, I reckon, and hunt. But I'm just trying to, you know, these things are always, these things are always a maze to figure out. I'm going to let Miss Wanda hold that in. I'm going to try to unroll this. And we're trying to figure out the most economical way to run this. Now this is I believe it's 164 feet. We bought 2 of them. And what we're trying to do is figure out which way is going to be the best way to run this thing and make it work. Because it was about, was it close to $300 for this?
Right at, they were $150, $60 for 164. Yeah. So about $1 a foot, a little over $1 a foot maybe.
And I don't have to buy the steel fence post to go with it. I don't have to buy clips. I don't have to buy all that stuff. This is a self-contained system.
We already have the electric fence box and the solar panel. Yeah, I already have the electric
fence box. That was another thing. Okay, now Ms. Wanda, we got to figure out here now.
Not sure what you're figuring out. That looks like that's the starting point. That looks like the
beginning point, or the ending point, one. So let's take yours and walk down that way. Plus, we're trying to figure this out where I can get in here with a lawnmower and be able to mow. Now, I think I'm going to have to walk this away.
I'm just following you. I should have got my stand so I could just help, but as it is, I did not.
Did I do right or did I do wrong?
Okay, now you're going to have to...
Get out of that and quit that.
Okay, so you're going to have to come get these because, see?
Hang on, okay. If I let go of this, it's going to fall.
I know. So I need...
Get your arm out of that one and just hold them. Let me pull it. Hold on, let me pull it. Come on. We're way out of line, baby.
Oh, well, hold on. All right, now.
Come on down.
Hold on. All right, can I lay this down? Y'all filming and doing this ain't easy. All right, let's lay it.
Break your stuff off.
There. And Lucy, you're not helping. All right, now where do I need to go? Are we in line? Tell me with this one. Ah, get out of there. Hold on. We got to get her out of here before she gets... All right, it's take 2 without a dog.
Yeah, we had to eliminate a dog.
Eliminate. We had to put her somewhere in the courtyard in order to not...
She thought this was something she's supposed to play with.
Yeah, and her paws were getting tangled up right now.
Grab this.
Just this one.
Now, take and
Wait, this one needs to...
go in. Look at me.
It needs to go back to that one, though.
No, look at me. Okay, now. Make sure it pull the bottom tight with your foot.
Across here?
Yeah. Now, pull it tight and push it down. All right. Come grab the next one here.
Okay.
All right, this thing getting tangled up in these others here.
Okay.
Okay, now pull the bottom tight and push it down.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rain. We wouldn't be pushing this in here.
Yeah, if it hadn't rained, you wouldn't be doing that. Now grab, get my fingers out of it. Hold on. It's all.
Top and the bottom.
Yeah, Lucy messed it all up.
Yeah, we have to undo Lucy's mess.
Now you line that up, tighten it up,
Hold on.
pull the bottom tight. There you go.
We're going to come back and stake this.
Hang on. Figure out what Lucy did a while ago. She made a mess out of this.
All right, we're going to pull it at the corners to make it work.
Yeah, you might come help me with this one. I don't know what got done here.
All right, hold on. You have it?
It's untangled right there where your hand is. Pull straight down on it, or out from it. Pull it straight down. Okay, now let me get it out here where I can pull it this way.
All right.
There we go.
Keep going.
Hang on. Let me get all this. Pull apart here. And plus, I want to double this. In other words, I'm going to come out here with another type of fence of some kind.
Behind it?
Or either I'm going to come back with the 8-foot tall post and put something.
Because they can jump this. We know
they'll
that.
Jump this, yeah.
But it's the bottom layer we need for small animals.
Yeah.
And the 8-foot post will be the top layer for the deer.
Yeah.
Now, we stop and undo all the old stuff and pick it up.
Yeah, we gotta pick up all the old stuff. I had started rolling it up the other day, and when I was by myself, but now that I got some help, it'll be a little bit easier. We're gonna get all this stuff out of it. Dude, I gotta take the fence back down to put dirt in there.
Yeah.
To get them ready. I've got the vermiculite in them, but I don't have any fertilized or any more soil to bring them up to the top of the beds. I ran out of soil. So we got to find somewhere on the property that we can get some more topsoil.
All right.
Put in here.
Danny's carrots were slim to none. They all came up, but I uncovered them and it turned hot.
The heat hit and it just killed them.
So I came back with Danny's seeds that he saved, the Corotas, and you see the little seeds coming up. They're about the same age as the ones in the high tunnel. Now we've got to come down here and water because it's drying out. It's
drying out a little bit, but ants are starting to form up in here. Y'all can see what we're looking at here. The ant beds are starting to build up in here.
I just poked a hole in it and figured you could put something in there.
Well, what I always do is just pour a cup of gasoline down in there, and it usually eradicates all of them. You know.
Yeah, we did that, and it didn't eradicate them. So
Well, it did where they were
and
at.
you see, there's another one in the back.
Yep, and they build up around your carrots, and out in the middle is where it's a problem.
Yeah.
Because where they were at before was over here in this corner, and I got rid of them there with it.
And I don't have any seeds in that corner, but you see here, with this and what's in your high tunnel.
What? Also, mole crickets is in here. Look at that.
Where?
You see all this? This is mole crickets.
So that's one of the culprits. That's why my seeds are disappearing.
They're eating them seeds off. That's what it is.
Well,
You see the little tunnels?
Yeah, I do see it now. That's why I wondered why my seed kept disappearing.
That's what it is, a mole cricket.
We got to find something that'll eradicate them.
That's been a fight since day one.
All right, now Lucy ran through my onions. They were really pretty until she got a hold of them a while ago, and I had to get on to her because she was jumped up on the bed. But my multiplying onions are doing okay.
Yeah, we need to fertilize them.
I'm trying to keep the weeds out too.
Yeah, you got your winter weeds that just keep coming on.
And then the garlic finally showed up. Look at this.
Yeah, it finally decided to grow.
And you can see where Lucy tried to jump into this part of it. So she is in the courtyard. She can't come down here. And you've got another ant bed here.
Yeah.
That has to go.
It's them old fire ants. They
It's cold. They ain't in there right now.
Well, they're there, but
they on deep. This is our rosemary. We always leave one, and it does really good down here.
Yeah, I think the problem where we've been having with our rosemary is we're watering it too much and fertilizing it too much. Rosemary likes really poor conditions. As a matter of fact, I noticed in some countries it's actually a noxious weed. So
it doesn't really go anywhere. It just grows big here.
Yeah, I have had them get,
huge. At Deep South, we had like 6 plants that were gigantic, and they overwintered every year.
Yep.
Now we have a couple of potatoes.
Yeah, they just popped up.
So
right where I had my
you had seeds in there
peach
too.
Seeds planted there.
And the peach seeds haven't popped up yet. Well, technically, something eat the seed.
Probably, it'd be my luck. Squirrels come in here and dug them up.
And eat the seed.
Yeah, it'd be about my luck.
Now you got a couple of plants out of them.
Oh, I got 3 or 4 trees out of them.
Yeah.
They're out in the other fruit orchard out there. They're not doing anything. They're only about that tall.
But it takes a few minutes. That orchard just does not have what it needs.
I don't know what it is about that. And you would think it's on top of the hill, good rich soil. I mean,
and there is a power line there.
Yeah,
and usually things grow.
But in this old sand, we're in sand down here. And these things, look at them. Now, we do have electroculture here. I mean, here it is right here.
There's 2. These 2 came from Deep South.
Yeah, these came from Deep South. But look at them, how big they've got.
I mean, they have shot up. Now
these are the Mr. Jerry peaches.
Have shot up.
They're gonna catch them.
Yeah, they're getting close.
And then this one here's got electroculture by it.
Now that one doesn't, but it's in between.
It's in between 2 of them. They said these will do a 10-foot radius. So
now the others are kind of small. They're not. So why would they not be compared?
I don't know.
They're growing, but they're not getting tall.
I understand these down here because of pine tree roots.
Yeah.
I can't break the ground and cut the roots. They're probably, sapping some of it.
And it could be that's the problem here, I guess.
It could be right here too because the trees get really close right here. You got the trees right here and the trees right here. They're probably sucking underneath here. They probably need some extra nutrition right down in here because them pine trees are really bad about sapping the ground,
Now that gave us a good bit of room across there.
Yeah, goodness. That gave us a lot. All right, guys, we have really enlarged this area. We had the extra electric fencing, and I told Wanda, I said, we have the places cleaned up, so let's enlarge it. We took in a pretty good space right over in here. That was just void space.
We had garden in there at one time.
Now, and we took in a real big area over yonder. And down in that corner. So I'm thinking, since we've taken all this extra in, we're going to try to add a few more peach trees up in here where the sun's hitting at. And down in there, it's kind of shaded. I'm going to try to look for a shade-tolerant tree. I don't actually know what type that would be. That would grow up under the shade of some of those other trees and just get partial sunlight to it. You know, some kind of fruit tree. It may just be something as simple as blueberry bushes or something. I mean, I don't know, you know what I mean?
I was thinking huckleberries and blueberries do really good, and we've got huckleberries
Huckleberries
everywhere.
grow fine in the woods. I'm sitting here looking at huckleberry trees all in the woods down here, and they're completely shaded, you know, and they're doing fine. So, huckleberries would do better than blueberries would.
Yeah, we may have to transplant some.
I may have to go around through the woods now and go ahead and mark me some little small ones. They say they can't be transplanted, but I proved them wrong at Deep South. We don't really have any huckleberries over here that we just, like we did at Deep South, where we could just go out and pick them, you know?
Yeah, I have to go through the woods here.
Here you have to go around the woods and find them. So I think that might not be a bad idea to line that whole side over in there with some huckleberries as a border over in there. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So they sent us a sign with everything here. We got electric fence here.
You think the deer's gonna pay that any attention?
Well, at least we've put it up.
Well, it needs to be on the back because they're gonna come through.
No, they're gonna walk down this road right here in front of you.
Because of all the acorns that's all through
because all
here?
these acorns that's laying on the ground, they're gonna come down this road, feed on these acorns. They're gonna look over here and see that electric fence and go, "Oh, we can't go in there." You know. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We actually have room here now for a whole huckleberry orchard.
You know how many we could, because you can plant
I can
these.
plant like a row, another row.
And they don't get really huge, and well, some of them do.
Well, some of them do. If they're out in the sun, they do. They get really big. But some of them over Deep South are already 7 feet tall. So.
But they're not so bushy that you can't get
right. And the huckleberry, you can prune them.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going to happen right here.
So we're going to be riding through the woods?
We're going to go, well, I have to walk. You ain't going to ride. You're going to get out and walk with these. And we're going to have to just take some ribbon, and when we find the little ones, we're going to tie a ribbon around them. And then when the dead of winter is here, probably after Christmas, or maybe right before Christmas, we're going to have to go around through there and dig them up. And what we learned on them at Deep South is you try not to lose the dirt from the roots. A big wash tub and dig a big circle and pick the whole dirt and all up and bring them and put them back in the ground, because huckleberries don't hardly have any roots at all on them. They're very shallow rooted. As a matter of fact, there's a huckleberry behind us right here we can look at. Now this is a huckleberry tree. See how shaded it is right here? It's growing up under these oak trees in here. Now this one's probably been here
a long
20,
time.
25 years. It's been reaching out for the sunlight toward that old road out there, but it's growing right up under all these oaks in here. And that's what I tell you, they will grow in the shade. So, and actually, it's probably better for them to grow in the shade.
Is there any little ones under it anywhere?
No. Well, another thing too, you don't want this particular type. I've learned that when you see these leaves that are very long and pointed like this, they make a tiny, tiny huckleberry. And when you turn them over, they should, the ones you want when you flip them over, the leaf will have golden veins under the bottom of them. I've done this enough now.
Yeah, this one didn't have any, it had a lot of berries, but they were tiny.
Tiny little berries. You don't want the ones that's got the tiny
And we
berries.
wanted to leave this one because it's so old.
Now there's a tree over here.
This one's not as old, but
No, this one's not as old, but
this
this one
still
here,
got a good size frame on it, so it might be.
it's probably good 5-10 years old. But now this one, look at the new growth already coming out on it right there. Look at that. You notice this one don't have the dark green shiny leaves like the other one did. Now all huckleberries are elongated like that, but this one don't have the bright shiny green leaves. That's what you want.
This one turns more red.
Yeah, this one will have bigger huckleberries on it. And that's what I tell you, we just got to go around in the woods and we just got to look.
And when we were walking before, that's been like 8 or 10 years ago at Deep South, we found them that were teardrop shaped, tiny,
pear-shaped,
dark, shiny, dull, blistery.
Yes.
Because we found them in the spring
Yeah.
and tagged them in the spring with the berries on them.
We picked the ones that had the biggest berries in the spring and tied ribbons on them. Now, we ain't gonna have that luxury this year because we're getting older and we
need to move them in the winter.
Years are not in our favor now. So
now, why would you not move them in the spring and summer?
They'll die if you move them in the spring and summer. You got to move them in the dead of winter. Now, it'd be nice if I could do them like I did these blueberries here. These blueberries were out in the field, and I just took the tractor, like I told you, ones in the front, and I come over here and dug big old holes in the ground and scooped the whole tree up. These are cousins to the...
How did she get out?
I don't know how she got out, but she did. These are cousins to the huckleberries, and they have no root system on them hardly, so I scooped down deep underground, picked up everything, brought them over here, and just set them in the ground. They didn't even know they'd been moved, you know. So I can tell one of our days is going to consist of just scouting through the woods, looking for miniature huckleberry trees. And I can tell you the other side of the property
is loaded
is
with them.
loaded with huckleberries, and it's white and sandy on that side of the property. And that's where huckleberries love a sandy soil. So we'll probably end up going over there doing that. So guys, well, I guess this is about all the electric fencing we're going to be able to do today, except I got to go put the fence post in and to put the electric fence box up and hook it up to the fence, and then we'll be ready to go. Thank you guys from Pecan Grove. Do you have fever with them fits?